Okay, so we're getting into a blog on autism and sorry, allergy attack. On autism and uh, autism and what it is like to be on the spectrum. Um, there are days where we try to fit in. There are days where we're burnt out and we try to function for that day. There are days where um, we may be in a shutdown, and then there's days where we're well rested. Sometimes we have trouble sleeping at night and we might be up because our brains are racing at the time. Um, most, uh, and a lot of us are walking Googles where we take our we take our um, very absorb a lot of information, and there are sometimes days where we struggle to communicate. But communication is key for a lot of us on the spectrum because sometimes it's hard, and then sometimes it's really hard for us to read body language. And if someone on the spectrum is not making eye contact with you, that's okay. We're still talking to you. It's just that it's really hard to make eye contact. It causes us pain sometimes inside. But um, there's a lot of days where we're trying to be friendly. Um, or sometimes we just wave if someone says hi to us. Um, sometimes we sing and then someone says good job, we may turn red. Sometimes we're just a bit shy to sing in public. We're like really trying. Sometimes you might see someone on the spectrum have a autistic meltdown. The best thing to do is to give us space in a meltdown, and if we ask for a hug, then you can hug us, but just don't go and hug us when we're showing neutral body language and we're not showing like a hug. And if we say no thank you and you still hug, that could be very overwhelming for us. So if we say no thank you, it just means don't feel offended. It just means we don't feel like hugging. And if you approach and try to give a handshake when you don't give a handshake, a lot of us in the spectrum don't like handshakes. We might just give a fist bump or a high five or an elbow. And the key thing is to have patience with us. And if you say hi and we don't respond right away, we may be processing information at the time, and we might be overstimulated trying to do it again. Sometimes we try to fit in, other times we do. Um, but a lot of times at doctor's offices, they only have ADHD. That's not the only disability. There's so many other disabilities that people might be struggling with. So it's there should be pamphlets there that says how to be yourself with autism, how to be yourself with Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, intellectual disability, developmental delay. I'm just sorry I put this in there. I'm just trying to say that for doctors' offices. Because the thing how to be yourself with intellectual disability, that would have been key for me in my teen years because I struggled a lot and I would try to hide it and deny it, but I don't deny that anymore because it's a part of me. Being on the spectrum, I like it and I would not trade it for anything. Just that there's some days are really hard for us, other days is easier, and sometimes we get overwhelmed. The key thing is to have patience with us. Patience is the key thing, and kindness. And don't call us weird, because that is very hurtful and it's a negative thing for someone on the spectrum. So just say they're on the spectrum, that's okay. Or say they have an intellectual disability, that's fine. So yeah, and we just want to be a person. Sometimes we try to be normal and it's hard. So just accept us for who we are. That's it for this blog. I'm sorry it went over 6 minutes. You're loved and cared about by someone. Hope you have a good day, night, evening, and if you want to have a Zoom with a friend, just send them an email and ask about what time. That works for both, and you are loved.